Emma Carter stood in the dusty attic of her newly inherited Victorian mansion. Her fingers traced the ornate frame of an antique mirror she had just uncovered behind a false wall. The glass was clouded with age, its surface marred by a fine web of cracks. As she wiped away decades of grime, Emma's reflection shimmered and distorted. Suddenly, the mirror's surface rippled like water. Emma stumbled back, her heart racing as the glass cleared to reveal a scene of horror. A man, his face contorted in agony, clawed at his own throat. Blood seeped between his fingers as he collapsed to the floor, the very floor Emma now stood upon. "What the hell?" she whispered, her voice trembling. The image faded, leaving Emma staring at her own pale face. She fled the attic, her curiosity warring with a primal fear that clawed at her insides. In the days that followed, Emma threw herself into researching the mansion's history. She learned of mysterious deaths and unexplained phenomena that had plagued the house for generations. Each night, she found herself drawn back to the mirror, compelled to witness new horrors reflected in its depths. James Blake, the local antique dealer, proved to be a wealth of information. "That mirror," he said, his voice grave, "it's cursed. Each reflection is a death tied to this house, and each owner, they're forced to confront their own demise." Emma's blood ran cold. "But why me? I never knew the relative who left me this place." James shook his head. "The mirror chooses its victims. It feeds on pain, on unresolved trauma." As if summoned by their conversation, Emma's estranged sister Lisa arrived at the mansion that evening. "Em," she said, her eyes brimming with unshed tears, "I came to make things right between us." But reconciliation would have to wait. That night, a storm raged outside, trapping the sisters in the mansion. The mirror's power seemed to grow with each lightning strike, its surface writhing with tortured faces. "Emma, what's happening?" Lisa cried as the attic door slammed shut behind them. The mirror's surface rippled once more, revealing a scene that made Emma's heart stop. Their parents' car, skidding on an icy road, the sickening crunch of metal, and there, in the back seat, two terrified girls, Emma and Lisa. "No," Emma whispered. "No, it can't be." But the mirror wasn't finished. The scene shifted, showing an elderly woman Emma had never met. She realized with a jolt that this must be her distant relative, the one who had left her the mansion. The woman stood before the mirror, her eyes wide with terror as spectral hands reached out from the glass, dragging her into its depths. Emma felt an irresistible pull. The mirror's surface rippled like quicksilver, and she found herself reliving her relative's final moments. Ghostly fingers clawed at her skin, the chill of death seeping into her bones. "Emma!" Lisa's scream cut through the vision. With a surge of will, Emma lashed out, her fist connecting with the mirror's surface. The glass shattered, and an inhuman shriek filled the air. Emma collapsed to the floor, gasping for breath as reality reasserted itself. Days later, Emma stood outside the mansion, a "for sale" sign swaying in the breeze. Lisa and James flanked her, offering silent support. "It's over," Emma said, her voice hollow. "We're free of this place." But as they drove away, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed them. Weeks passed, and Emma tried to rebuild her life, but the nightmares persisted, filled with shattered glass and accusing eyes. Then, on a quiet Sunday morning, a letter arrived. No return address, just her name scrawled in spidery handwriting. With trembling fingers, Emma tore open the envelope. A shard of mirror fell into her palm, its edge wickedly sharp. A note fluttered to the floor. "The cycle is not broken, merely paused. We'll be seeing you again, Emma Carter." Emma's scream echoed through her empty apartment as the mirror shard began to glow, reflecting horrors yet to come.